tell me about why you made the trip up here today?
Because our kids and our staff are that important in public schools. The attack that we're under from our governor and from some of our elected officials is just wrong for our kids and for our staff. And so if we just stand by the wayside, we're doing an injustice to all of the students we have in our district and all of the staff that we have in our district.
How does it feel to know that you're here advocating to keep this from happening, and it's literally going on, as you're sitting here speaking?
Well, first of all, it's refreshing that this many public educator, what I call personnel, whether it be a superintendent or board members or just community members, it's refreshing that we can all come to a common ground is what we believe in and what we need to sustain the success that we currently have.
As a superintendent, what do you want your employees under you, the teachers under you, to get from seeing you here advocating for something like this?
Well, obviously the end result is I want our students taken care of. Who takes care of them? The teachers in those classrooms, the paras in those classrooms, the principals and administrators on those campuses, the cafeteria workers, the maintenance workers, the custodials. I want them all to know that we are all in this same fight, we're all in this same boat, and I will do, along with these other superintendents, whatever's possible to get the most success from our kids and the best way of life for all of our staff.
Do you think that what happened here today will inevitably end up stopping what you're trying to stop?
I think it's a very good start. I think it's not a one size fits all or one size fixes all. It's going to take meetings like this all across the state of Texas. It's going to take a matter of a sense of a block voting mentality to make sure that the elected officials that we, as taxpayers, as our civic duty, responsibility people, will do to make sure we put the best people in the offices that are going to take care of our kids and take care of our livelihoods.
I heard Dr. Enos mentioning some next steps, and I'm just curious for you, when you leave here, what are you going to be doing to continue this fight?
I'm going to reach out to other districts that were not on the list. So I think he said we had 95 districts. We've got roughly about half that are bought in at this point. We'll have a special called board meeting right after Thanksgiving to go through the resolution. And I foresee a couple of trips to Austin in the very, very near future. Because it's one thing to have meetings, it's one thing to do a resolution, but elected officials need to see how vast this party is in person. And so that's one of the things that I foresee for the foreseeable future.
And if this is to pass, what are some concerns for your district?
Well, obviously the main concerns for most districts, mine included, is kids and parents seeing the $10,500 as a voucher and saying, well, I'll just take that money and I'll just go over to the next town over and go to a private school. You'll have some that'll look at it and go, well, I'll just homeschool because I can get $1,000. The problem with that is within 18 months to 2 years, we're going to see the kids again because something didn't work out. And so we're trying to prevent that proactively before we get to kids coming back in and being further behind.
And now this roundup, this event, this advocacy has ended. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel energized. I feel I want to get on the phone on the way back home and call some of the other superintendents at other districts. I want to ask my board members to reach out to other district board members to get them on board that are not currently on the list. It's power in numbers, and we've got to get all 95 districts together.
Is there anything else that you have to add just about what happened here today or going forward in the future that I just haven't asked you about yet?
The spring primaries coming up will be very important, very interesting and important. So obviously we don't tell our folks who to vote for. It's not legal. But I know I'm going to pay a special attention to how they voted and then who is running against them in the primary. So